let's get started today, all about our guys. I'm really excited about this. This is actually one of my favorite classes to teach because I think it's so prevalent. Guys, I think the biggest question that I get asked by the men is about energy, and it's about testosterone. So we're going to be talking about both of those things during this class, as well as Father's Day is coming up. So I wanted to suggest a few fun little product bundles for our guys. And if you're not a dad, or maybe you don't have one hanging out in your life, you know, for whatever reason, it's still good to have this information because the guys need it. The guys need it. So you can teach a class on it and teach some guys how to support their hormones. So this class is actually a combination of 3 different classes. If you also use Grow Workspace, it is a combination of hormones for him, essential oils for every man, and gift giving for him. So if you're looking at these slides going, I don't see these back here, that's because this is a hybrid class. So welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, you know, of course, I'm going to talk about how hormones will affect your bodies, okay? There are very easy things that you can do to balance your hormones without making radical lifestyle changes. So once I talk about the hormones, I'm going to share some of these tips and things like that with you. We, of course, are going to talk about the Young Living products, which can help you. And for my hormones, ladies, for all of you ladies watching, I just want to let you know what I do for our lady hormones for just a minute, because I just got turned on to this routine and I'm telling you, it's been life-changing. And so some of this is going to be life-changing for our guys as well. So I take the Progescence Plus, which had always been too strong for me. It's really funny. I hadn't used it because I never really liked it, but I got a tip to, at night, put the Progescence on your forearms and you rub it together. Then in the morning, you take clary sage and you put clary sage at the bottom of the inside of each ankle. Ladies, if you do that routine for about a week or 2, I think you will notice a big difference, especially if you haven't been using any hormone support up to this point. So while you're getting the Botox stuff, say that 3 times fast, toss those 2 items in there also, because you are going to be amazed. Yeah, you will really be amazed at how well you feel. Okay, back to the men. So also, I'm not a doctor, by the way, so I'm not here to treat, diagnose, or cure anybody's illness. I don't want to diagnose anybody's, like, you know, weird hormone issues. But if you have questions, please put them in the chat box or please put them in the comment section. And what's beautiful about our team is that we will do our best to answer each other's questions, and I will do my best to answer your questions as well, okay? So the very first thing that you have to know is that quality absolutely matters, especially when it comes to these guy products, okay? So I think you can't watch any sort of recorded TV or be floating around the internet too long or looking at your email too long if you are a guy before you start seeing all of these little emails that will kind of drop in there about increasing your testosterone. And I mean, they have powdered every type of weed, testosterone, deer antler out there on the market. And because of the way that the FDA regulates supplements, or rather doesn't regulate supplements, you have no idea what is really coming in that bottle. So you want to be really, really careful. Most companies just don't take extra steps to ensure that they're providing a top of the line product that really works. This is what makes Young Living really, really different. It monitors the entire process. It's plant-based products all the way from seed to seal, from the second, actually before that plant actually goes into the ground, literally from seed to seal. The company sticks with very strict guidelines to fulfill its seed to seal promise. And if you've never read it, you can go to seedtoseal.com and you will be able to read about Young Living's quality guarantee. They don't use any harmful chemicals. They do hand weeding. They only harvest things for the supplements and the oils at the absolute peak time. It does distilling. They do all of the distilling on site, and they test at least 3 times before sending those products to us. So we are talking high top shelf products. And blue tansy and blue cypress for the Botox challenge, Robert, over there on Facebook, asking that question. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is, what are hormones? Hormones are really interesting things that exist in our bodies and our brains. So your hormone system and your endocrine system, it consists of all of the glands in your body that produce hormones. Okay, so your hormone system, it's your endocrine system, okay? It's your thyroid, it's your pancreas. For you men, it's your testes. Hormones are chemical messages in your body that help regulate your metabolism, so how fast you lose weight, as well as your energy level, your growth and development, your tissue function, your sexual function, your reproduction, your sleep, your mood. I mean, a whole host of things are directly related to your hormones. These messengers are produced by glands and secreted directly into the circulatory system so that a balance can be maintained. When our hormones are out of balance, it can contribute to migraines, insomnia, weak bones, weight gain, mood swings, infertility, and low libido, just to name a few things. It's so important to have balanced hormones. You may not be able to handle stress well either with your hormones out of balance. So over time, hormone imbalances can actually lead to rapid aging, and also it can increase your risk of a lot of diseases out there. Your body is constantly trying to keep your system in balance, but it really isn't any small task. Things like stress, having a poor or insufficient diet, choosing really poor foods, not getting enough sleep, using synthetic hormones can be really dangerous. Your genetics can just like set you up for hormone imbalances also. And if you also have a less active lifestyle, it can throw your hormones out of whack, as well as creating a lot of other health problems. But the good news is Young Living actually has products that can help support your body's delicate hormone balancing act. And that is why we are all here today, as well as to learn about other essential oils and things for the guys. So do you feel like yourself or someone that you love in the male department potentially has some unbalanced hormones? I want to say put it in the chat box, but we don't want to call anybody out. So we can just like nod our heads sometimes. A little nod, a little wink will be fine. So let's talk about our first product. And I don't always like to jump right into products, because I feel like sometimes you need to learn a little bit more about why you need what is being suggested. But Powergize, you guys, there's a reason why this one is absolutely coming first. So Powergize is a great formulation. I actually like to use it because I love going to the gym as well. But this supplement is really the jack of all trades when it comes to especially our gym guys. So if you are ready to have energy, to have stamina, to get your toughest workout, or just like chase your kids around with your endless energy, these Powergize pills actually pack a lot of punch. They're formulated from powerful plants around the world, and those plants are known to help increase your muscle mass, to help increase your strength. They help with physical activity, and they also promote recovery after really tough workouts. The supplement also increases your ability to concentrate and to think clearly and to stay alert. So there's a lot in there for your brain as well as your body. And well, do you want it to do more? Of course. You know, that's not all. It also will help your body cope with stress. You're going to feel more balanced and calm and relaxed. Has a lot to do with your efficiency, and it contains a lot of antioxidants and also a lot of other immune supporting ingredients. Powergize is especially formulated for men. It has blue spruce in it. It has goldenrod in it. It has cassia in it. And it also has an ability to increase your body's ability to absorb what is in the supplement itself. So there is actually an 80% absorption rate with this supplement, and that is compared to a 30% absorption rate when you just go out and generically buy supplements that are, you know, on your store shelves. So it is meant to support a healthy male productive system. And it will also support healthy testosterone levels. So if you do nothing else from this whole class, get on Powergize. You just take 2 capsules every single day, and it's going to support you or your guy in all of those different areas. So this is a really important one. And I know it's weird. It's like, oh, happy Father's Day. Here, have a man supplement. You know, I'm telling you, it's really not like that. This is an important supplement for our guys. The other thing that's really important too is the prostate. Okay. Us ladies, we know nothing about what it's like to deal with a prostate. Okay. And that is just biological. We don't have one. We have no idea. But I can tell you that as you age, if your prostate begins to swell, we will see, you know, the poor guys in our lives running back and forth to the bathroom. It's really uncomfortable for them. So Young Living's prostate health, well, it does exactly what it says on the bottle. It actually supports normal prostate function. And if your doctor hasn't told you yet, every single man needs to support his prostate. It is pivotal to the lives and health of our guys, right? So you need to support your prostate before any problems arise in order to avoid that like awkward situation where you start to dribble pee and it hurts to ejaculate. There, I said it. Okay. I just threw it out there. So these are the problems that you can have if you don't support your prostate, men, especially all of you young people out there who don't realize that this might be coming down the pipe for you. No pun intended, prostate health. The supplement also supports the male glandular system. Prostate health is an essential oil supplement that features saw palmetto. It features pumpkin seed essential oils. It's also known to support a healthy prostate gland, the pumpkin seed is. It's a proprietary blend of pure geranium, fennel, myrtle, lavender, and peppermint essential oils as well. The essential oils not only increase the bioavailability, but it also provides the body support in maintaining a healthy urinary tract, which is also linked to better prostate health and also better prostate function. So geranium encourages emotional support. The geranium also supports really healthy skin. The lavender that's in prostate health provides nervous and cardiovascular system support, and that also will aid in an emotional balance and also will aid in healthy skin. Fennel provides really good digestive support and also will support your hormones. And then myrtle provides digestive support, hormonal support, and respiratory support, as well as promoting healthy bones and muscles. So myrtle is a fantastic oil that is already in the supplement. And then peppermint, of course, you're going to get the digestive support. It's also going to promote healthy intestinal function and gastrointestinal comfort and soothing, as well as being supportive to the nervous system, the respiratory system, and encouraging healthy muscles and bones. So this one, together with the Cardiogize, they are really a powerhouse together. Okay, so let's talk about a product that I actually just thought was for women, okay? But it's not. This is PD8020. PD8020, it's such a robust set of hormones that everyone needs, men and women, which is interesting, okay? And I didn't know this. I honestly thought that this product was just for the women. So this supplement replaces 2 hormones that you need, like big capital need. It is progesterone and it's also DHEA. So you need those 2 to produce testosterone, progesterone, cortisol, estrogen, and other hormones. Now, don't get all squeamish when it mentions estrogen, okay? You men, you actually do need some estrogen, believe it or not, okay? As you age, you will actually produce less and less of those 2 hormones, the progesterone and the DHEA, which will in turn produce less of other hormones, and it will cause kind of a hormone domino effect. So if you want to know a little bit more about what these hormones do, we're going to keep going, okay? So this supplement contains an 80-20 blend of progesterone and DHEA, which are the 2 hormones that you need to create all of those other hormones. So as you age, those decline. And so it's important to replace them so that you don't get some really big health issues. The hormones support healthy adrenal glands, which if you are like anybody else and you don't get enough sleep, your adrenal glands are taxed, especially if you are stressed out all the time. You know, if you are a parent, that comes with a certain amount of stress. If you are not just going to work or working or dealing with your daily life, you're going to have some stress. So your adrenal glands are actually located on the top of each one of your kidneys, and the hormones that they produce help regulate your blood sugar and your blood pressure. They also help your body burn fat and use protein, as well as releasing cortisol, which is, of course, your stress hormone. By supporting those adrenal glands, you're supporting your overall cardiovascular health, your metabolism. You're going to be supporting a healthy weight and your body's ability to manage stress, which is directly linked to your body's ability to fight bacteria and other infections, i.e. your immune system, right? Not to mention your libido. If you have low DHEA and low progesterone, it can mean low testosterone, which in turn can mean low sex drive, right? So lastly, progesterone is also linked to brain function, particularly your memory. So as with everything, correlation is not causation, but it is possible that less progesterone might be implicated in age-related memory decline, which is really interesting. So faster learning, better memory, and mental acuity definitely sounds like a win in my book. And as you can see, if you don't have an adequate supply of these hormones, it's really not a good situation. So what you want to do with this one is you want to start with 1 capsule every day and then increase it to 2 capsules every day as needed. So that's the PD8020. Can you take PD8020 while breastfeeding? I don't have the answer to that question. So if anybody else knows it and can answer it, that would be great. Just pop the answer into the comments on Facebook or into the chat box on Zoom, and hopefully we can get that, answered for you. So I'm just going to do a little check so that I can make sure that everybody who's popping in on Zoom can get promoted to panelist. And we need like a brain break, right? Like that was just 3 supplements and it's so much information. Okay, so let me check our chat box. We're pretty quiet over here on Zoom. So let me see here. Robert says, as you age, guys, your testosterone levels decrease naturally while your body increases the production of estrogen. Blood test is needed to check levels. Yeah, to be like for sure about your levels, a blood test is the only way to do it. So, or I think it's the only way to do it. I actually did see a home hormone health kit. Say that one 3 times fast too. I don't know how accurate it is, but I kind of looked it up. Like I wanted to know if it was possible for me to check my hormones at home and save myself, a trip into the doctor. So, you can Google that and kind of decide how you feel about that. Okay, so let's talk about something fun since we just got a lot of information. Okay, so this is the time where you want to grab your phone and just take a little screenshot or like with your phone. Yeah, just screenshot it there. I'll give you guys a minute. So this is just a really fun DIY cologne that you can do. And it's kind of fun to make cologne for you guys, for your men. What I like to do is I like to add a little bit of I like to keep my empty bottles, and then you can put your roller top into the bottle when you mix up colognes, and it makes it really easy to kind of, have some extra ways to be able to blend your own oils together. So we've got the Swaggering Pirate for a deep, spicy scent. And then we have the International Spy for just kind of a really clean, sweet smell. So this is a good one. So snap a little photo of that one if you want to do some blending for Father's Day. And then this is a DIY beard oil for all of our bearded male friends and companions. With our beard oil, we do have a Sutron beard oil. So if you don't want to like DIY all over the place, you can actually go ahead and just get the Sutron beard oil. But this one is really good. This is just 6 to 10 drops of essential oil with 1 ounce of a carrier oil in a clean dropper bottle. And then after he gets out of the shower or like wets his beard, he can put this in, and it just like keeps the, you know, his beard and the skin like really nice and fresh and clean. And if you are really not a DIYer, I love all of the Sutron products. Okay, so I have a son who is 13. He loves the Sutron 3-in-1, which I know is not in this photo, but the 3-in-1 is amazing. And guys love, I don't know why, they like it. They tend to like it all in one bottle, right? Like your shampoo, your shampoo, your conditioner, and also your body wash, like all being in one bottle. It does it for you guys. So there is a Sutron essential oil that we will talk about a little bit later. The 3-in-1, there's the Sutron bar soap, their beard oil, there's a shave cream, and there's also an aftershave lotion. So you can create like a really fun little gift bag for your men out of this one too. Okay, so let's talk about a few oils that I think are really good for every guy to just kind of have with him. So the very first one is Panaway. I think every single person on the face of the planet needs this oil. So this blend is absolutely perfect to soothe muscles and joints. Think of all of the things that you do that require fortitude, energy, commitment, you know, if they are lifting weights, playing football, doing yard work or house repairs. I mean, anything that may be going on, it's so nice to have something that can soothe your aching muscles as well as like your knees and things like that. So you just put 1 to 3 drops of Panaway mix and apply it to the area where you want to feel some soothing relief. You can also add it, you can mix in a few drops with some carrier oil as well. If like you're at the gym and you overwork yourself, putting Panaway into a little carrier oil and wiping it on is really good. Also with the Ortho Ease, that is my favorite one to keep around the house. I know it's out of stock right now, so in a pinch, you can just use the Panaway and carrier oil, but that one is a good one as well. So also, if you have a really active guy, you know, if you have a man in your life that's always on the go and just needs a boost, okay, put down the Monster drinks and the Red Bull. Just don't do it. Just say no. So let's hook your man up with some Ningxia Red. It's going to give him the energy that he needs, and also some oil infused supplements that's going to help the muscles and the joints all function with ease. Okay. So Ningxia Red is a powerful antioxidant supplement, and he needs just 2 ounces a day. It's going to support immune function, liver function, eye health, and give him a boost of energy. And the eye health is absolutely amazing. And then in the tubes that you see at the bottom there is the Ningxia Nitro. Nitro is great for some really added energy boost. So you would use this instead of like a 5-hour energy. And I think it tastes kind of like maybe like dark chocolate covered cherries a little bit. It has kind of a bitter flavor to it, but I absolutely love them. And when I do a really long car ride, like if I'm going on a road trip and I know I'm going to be driving for hours at a time, I will take 1 Nitro every 4 hours and it will get me through a 16-hour drive. So it's a really good product. I love it. And not only that, but it doesn't make you jittery. So it has cherry juice in it, which means that when you arrive where you're going, if you need to just crawl right into bed because it's nighttime, you can do that. And it will actually help you get better sleep because that cherry juice will help you produce melatonin when you're ready for that. So it really is an amazing product. The Ningxia Nitro is a great replacement for soda and for Monsters and things like that. It will support your mental alertness, your, oh, that's the Nitro, excuse me. The Zing is sparkling, and it will provide hydrating and an invigorating burst of energy. And there's only 35 calories in it, which is fantastic. So also just to go through some of these supplements, the Agile Ease supports that health flexibility, cartilage health, and is perfect for our guys who have an active lifestyle. It's also great for guys who have maybe a little bit of arthritis or some joint pain, the Agile Ease will help to soothe that, which is spectacular. Now the BLM capsules, that stands for bones, ligaments, and muscles. And so it's going to support the normal bone health as well as the joint health. And then it has the essential oils of Idaho balsam fir in it, as well as wintergreen and clove. And then your sulfurzyme is like pure MSM. It has a lot of MSM in it, as well as the Ningxia wolfberry powder. And I could spend an entire hour on the benefits of MSM. So I'm just gonna say, Google MSM, read up on it a little bit, and you are gonna understand why it is every guy needs some sulfurzyme capsules in his life. So again, for our non-DIYing women like myself, I just like to have everything in a nice little kit. So this is the Active and Fit kit, and right now it is in stock. Now, what I don't have, which is kind of sad, I should have slid it in there, is Young Living is actually doing a spectacular, only through the 13th little bundle that you can get, where you're getting 4 oils and a free diffuser. So you want to check that out as well, because I think that's just as good as this Active and Fit kit, if not better, because free diffuser, like who doesn't love a free diffuser? So the Active and Fit kit it's just a great gift, as well as the Cool Azul pain relief cream. So the topical Cool Azul pain relief creams, let me tell you the difference between the cream versus the sports gel. So they're both topical. They're both very soothing to aching muscles. I will actually use this if like my calves are cramping or something like that. I will go to the Cool Azul pain relief cream. If you are working out and you're sweaty, and you need to cut through that sweat in order to get some really good soothing action on your muscles, you want to use the sports gel. If you're not particularly sweaty, jump in and use the pain relief cream. So that's the difference between those two. So let's talk about lavender. Lavender in our men. So why would a man want lavender? It smells like flowers, right? Well, lavender actually is like, this is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils, right? So you have to know one of those like Swiss Army knife, like I only want one bottle kind of guys. So lavender is definitely a jack of all trades. So basically, if you have no idea what to use, your phone is dead, you can't look it up, there's not a Young Living friend around, this is the one that you want to grab. You want to grab your lavender, okay? You can use the lavender in the purple label aromatically or topically. There's also a lavender vitality if you would like to use it internally. So I like to put 4 to 6 drops on your bed to calm you down for a restful night's sleep. You can also diffuse it to get a really good night's sleep, or use it on the bottoms of your feet. Don't forget to use it with your kids too, because it is amazing for that. You can also apply 1 drop to your skin anywhere in there that needs some a little TLC, right? So, you know, if he's out there grilling or doing whatever and he gets some skin irritation because he ends up, you know, touching the grill or, you know, something like that, he can put a little drop of lavender essential oil on there to help with some healing. So lavender is fantastic for that. Okay, so let's talk about Raven. Raven, I think, is probably one of the most underappreciated oils that is in the Young Living line, okay? So Raven is a really happy breathing oil. You can put 1 to 2 drops in your hands with the carrier oil and rub it on your neck and chest. It's very soothing to the neck and chest area. You can also diffuse it. And another thing that Raven is really good for is post-workout curing practices or on game day. What's fantastic is sometimes if you are unmotivated to go to the gym, Raven has this really effective way to actually kind of motivate you to get up off the couch or to get out of the hammock, and actually will motivate you to get up and going. So you just put a couple of drops in your hands, breathe it in really nice and deep when you're lacking that motivation, and the scent of it will actually get you up and going, okay? So next, let's talk about frankincense. So frankincense, again, it's a fantastic go-to oil. You can use it while meditating or praying. It also will actually help you get grounded from brain chatter that is just continuously running in your head. So it can really help with stress that way as well. But if you're just feeling overwhelmed, your head won't stop, you need to be a little bit more grounded, you can grab your frankincense and just apply a couple of drops to your wrist. So also Stress Away, this is the last oil that we will talk about today, but Stress Away is absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite oils, and I just learned that in other countries, Stress Away is called YL Haven, okay? So depending upon where you are in the world, it'll be called Stress Away, or it might be called YL Haven. It's the same oil with just a different name. But this beautiful blend of the lavender and the lime together, you guys need this. And then of course, this in the photo is the Young Living car diffuser, which is great. Life Science Publishing has a few options. Young Living has a few options, but this is a really good one to put in the car. This is also a great one for to sniff, to just calm you down instantly. So Stress Away is like magic potion, and it just calms your nerves in minutes. It's almost like getting a little back massage. Like I like to put it on the back of my neck and the tops of my shoulders to just really calm down my back. And because, you know, you get real tense in the shoulders sometimes if you've got things going on. So it's very simple to use. You can get it in the bottle like what you see in the photo, or you can get it in the roll-on, which I also love. And so you can take the lid off and just smell it. You can also diffuse it like in the photo in your car or in your house. And I love actually putting Stress Away on at night for my kids. So if lavender is like not really working its magic, I'll put on a little Stress Away, because our kids, you know, they also get pretty stressed out too, right? So here's a little snapshot of a lot of our vitality oils that are great to put in your Ningxia Red or just use. I know Robert was mentioning the peppermint. So let me see here. Good for headaches, good to breathe, aches and pains, digestion. Yes. So just keep in mind that if you are ingesting the peppermint, especially for that digestive support, you want to make sure it is the vitality, because all of these vitality oils are really good to use for supporting body systems, and you can take them internally. Okay, so with our supplements, last but not least, I did want to dive into Thyromen a little bit, okay? So Thyromen is all about balancing your thyroid. Your thyroid is really important, and guys actually get a lot of thyroid suppression, especially due to stress. So if you know nothing about the human body, you are probably aware that your thyroid is a very important gland, and it has a lot to do with hormones. So if it's out of whack, you know, our guys feel really out of whack too. So if you really have no idea what the thyroid does, it's the gland that regulates your body metabolism, your energy, and your body temperature. It controls calorie burning and even your heart rate. So as you can see, it is important. It's important that it functions optimally. And so this is really important when you're talking about maintaining a healthy weight. So as a guy, thyroid issues can also manifest themselves in some pretty specific ways. So just ask yourself if this sounds familiar to you or any of the guys that are around you. So your thyroid can affect baldness or hair loss. It can also affect your sex drive. You can have decreased testosterone levels and just like not really feel like your own macho self. You can also have a loss of muscle mass. You can have a loss of strength as well. So like every other human, you could also be feeling tired, struggling with brain fog, having some unexplained weight gain, or even chills. It could also be the opposite. But if you feel anxious and sweaty and you're on edge, sometimes it could be your thyroid. So here's the solution. You want to take Thyromen every day. Thyromen, like with the hormone balancing things that we have going on, Thyromen is just going to balance your thyroid. So it's perfectly balanced to maximize the nutritional support needed for healthy thyroid function. So the supplement contains iodine. It also contains some granular extracts and a bunch of supported essential oils. It's everything that your body needs to support your metabolism and your thyroid, along with an active lifestyle, of course, right? So it contains essential oils that will actually help the body's ability to be able to absorb the supplement as well. So first of all, as far as essential oils and Thyromen go, spearmint can actually help calm your occasional upset stomach and provide a lot of gastrointestinal support. And then it also, the spearmint can provide some respiratory support. Peppermint, we actually have already talked about as far as it providing that digestive support. Myrtle as well, promoting that healthy skin and supporting your respiratory system. But this also has myrrh in it, which is really interesting. Myrrh is a very powerful antioxidant, and it can help support healthy skin as well. Okay, so let's just jump into the last of our oils that are worthy of mentioning. So of course there is Sutron. And the first thing that I mentioned in this class was actually my personal routine, which is that Progessence Plus on my forearms, and then the Clary Sage around the bottoms of my ankles in the morning. The male equivalent of that would be Sutron on your forearms at night, and then the Mister essential oils on the bottoms of your ankle. Now, Goldenrod is exactly kind of what the name suggests, okay? It is great for the bedroom. It will put some boom back in the bedroom is what they say, right? So Goldenrod is an excellent one for libido and an excellent one for like sexual support, I guess we can say. This is a fantastic oil, and it's not always in stock all the time. So if you are, you know, online and you check it out and it's in stock, like grab a bottle or two, okay? And then what's interesting is with Ylang Ylang, and with the Goldenrod, you want to dilute it with carrier oil, and you will rub it on your lower abdomen and your inner thighs as well. So you don't want to get too close to certain delicate parts of the body, but you can rub it in those areas with a little carrier oil and you should be fine. So Ylang Ylang is actually really good for balancing male and female emotions. So come on, you guys, don't act like you don't have a sensitive side. We all know that you do, and this will actually help balance both. It can also help you and your other half achieve a state of harmony. Like yin and yang, it helps you release negative emotions of anger, possessiveness, or low self-esteem, and it nourishes positive emotions like confidence, like self-love, like awareness. This is also one that's really good for the bedroom. It's one of the most powerful aphrodisiac oils, and it's found both in Joy and in the Sensation blend, which are two that you could use to just make you feel happy and also helps you kind of get in the mood. So one of the ways that you can use the Ylang Ylang oil is simply diffusing it into the bedroom, you know, maybe about a half an hour or so before you're wanting to relax with your significant other. And let me see here. That was Sutron for the forearms and Mister for the insides of his ankles. So, okay, so then peppermint again, and yes, you can rub it over your belly. I think Robert added over on Facebook Live. With the peppermint, it does a lot for focus. I mean, this is a fantastic one. And what I've done is for a headache that just like won't go away on its own, I'll take a little bit and I'll rub it on both of my temples, back away from my eyes, okay? So you rub it on there and you just give it a couple of minutes, and man, I cannot tell you how fabulous peppermint is for headaches. If you use too much, it may irritate your eyes. So you wanna be careful when you're using essential oils around your eyes, but I can use it neat out of the bottle, just put it on my fingertips and then just rub my temple area and it tends to go away. So it's fantastic. So, okay, so the Mister oil, Mister was originally formulated to help balance your male energies. So it helps to balance your emotion and it promotes relaxation and mental clarity. So this is gonna help you just find more calm in your day. It's also gonna help you find more energy in the day, but it will give you a little boost in the libido department, which is fantastic. And then I don't want to leave out Dorado Azul. Dorado Azul is actually a single oil. I always thought it sounded like a blend, but it's not. It's a single oil. And it is a great complement to any of the hormone-focused supplements that we've already covered. So just apply a drop or two to your throat and your mid-back every day. It has a really nice kind of herby scent, and it will actually help when you are on, when you are trying to balance your hormones, okay? So this is the last thing I'm going to share with you guys today. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. So this is these are just other gifts and things that you can buy for the men in your life, you know, especially if they like it really woodsy and outdoors. That Sacred Mountain Moisturizing Soap is spectacular, but just putting together little thoughtful packages is fantastic, especially with the cedar wood, because if he adds the cedar wood to his shampoo or his Sutron 3-in-1 and lets it sit on his head for a little while, it can actually promote hair growth, which is great. So it's a really good one for that. So lemon essential oil, if you have nothing else laying around your house and you're like, I want to DIY my guy something, lemon can become so many things that our guys tend to need around the house. It seems like a really simple gift idea, but one little bottle of lemon, it can be a hand scrub. So if your man works with his hands and they get really dirty, you can take a half a cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of your favorite carrier oil, like coconut oil or sweet almond oil or grape oil. And you put in about 15 to 20 drops of lemon essential oil and store it in a glass container. So then when he goes to do his hands, he'll just scoop out about a tablespoon per use and just really scrub his hands with them. And it's fantastic. So Jeannie is saying spell check. If something was out of line on one of these, you'll have to let me know. So these were all created by Grow Workspace, which is a fabulous team. I use them a lot for slides. So lemon can also be a really good goopy gone. So you just like can use it right out of the bottle and put it on something sticky and it will take it away. It will just kind of, you know, break it up and get it up. So I've used it on gum. I've used it on stickers that won't come off. I mean, I've used it on all sorts of stuff. It's also an odor eater as well. And so you can make a powder combining 2 tablespoons of baking powder with 10 drops of lemon essential oil. And you can sprinkle it in each shoe and kind of like freshen shoes and work boots and things like that. You can make a spray as well, like an odor eating spray, where you do equal parts of water and vinegar, like maybe 1 cup each, add 5 to 10 drops of lemon essential oil, and you can gently use it on clothes, hunting and fishing gear, tents, you know, things like that, that just need a little bit of a fresher smell. So lemon is definitely really powerful for that. And of course, you guys, you can grab any of these items, most of these items, I should say, using your essential reward points. And the upside to that is that, of course, then you're not paying for the product. You'll still need to pay a little bit for shipping, but it's a fantastic way to be able to get some of the guys supported in their health, get them some really great gifts. Also, for those of us who are platinum or higher, you will have access to the subscribe to save, so you can get it on that program. The rest of that is rolling out to us eventually. And use your essential reward points. I mean, I absolutely love it. Or get it on your essential reward order, because you'll get the 24% off for being a wholesale member, and you'll be getting up to 25% back. So it's definitely a really good deal that way. Okay, so I am going to just look at the chat box and see, oh, why does Thyromen have to be taken at night right before bed? That's a good question. The only thing that I know about it is that when you are taking products that are rebuilding or balancing, it's really good to do it at night. So I take Thyromen at night, and I also like to take my Life 9 at night while my body is kind of like rebuilding itself while I sleep. I don't know if there is a great reason for it, and if someone knows one, toss it into the chat box or into the comment section, because that could be really good to know. Oh, Denise says, Peppermint lives in my car. Headaches gone, and it peps her up. So maybe this is another one. I'm getting ready to take another road trip, And so I have to gather all of my functional energy supplying oils into the car. So maybe I'll include that one. So will the webinar be recorded and available later? Yes, the Facebook Live. I actually never take the Facebook Live off. I leave it up in our Facebook group. If you are not part of our Facebook group, we do have a team training link, which I will text out so that everybody can have that. So there you go. Use lemon to clean your essential oil bottle labels off the bottle so you can reuse the sample bottles with roll-ons for samples. That is also a really good suggestion. So, oh, you found me on YouTube. I am on YouTube. Yes, you can find them there as well. So there you go, everybody. I know we're ending a little bit early. Does anybody have any questions or anything that you want to share? You can ask about this class, other classes, our challenge that we're getting ready to go into, which I think is going to be super fun, being online, rolling out your face, you know? It's going to be a good time. It's not just for the ladies, men. We know you guys care about aging too.
Hey, Bev.
Yes.
Hi, Bev. Thank you so much. You're wonderful and you always look so beautiful. Oh, I got really excited about the boho Botox and I texted, and so now I'm receiving everything early.
Yes.
If I don't want to put in stop and then stop getting all of the other texts. I know I was like,
that's a good question. You know, so let me just, you know, now that the professional work is done, it can just be us, right? So, you know, I thought that I had it set up to where the text messages wouldn't start going out until the 15th, but I must have just set it up wrong. I'm not exactly sure what happened. So when you opt in, you do start getting these text messages right away. I don't know how to undo that because you're right. If you text stop, then you can't start it again. So I will say this though. So on Facebook, we have a Facebook event set up through the Royal Dream Team. I'm going to be posting the text messages every day into the event. So if you say that you're going to the event, you will get a notification every time I post something new. I'm going to ask, there is like a Project Broadcast Young Living group on Facebook. And so I'm going to ask them how they would fix this problem because I'm not sure what to do about it.
I do want to say that we started taking the longevity, my husband and I, in our capsules. And oh my gosh, like my energy level went up. I'm feeling better. And I'm thinking it's that because that's all I changed.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
Now,
we put our oil in a bottle that has a dropper bottle for people if they're topping their capsules off. That way you can just put, 3 or 4 little drops of the oil, that not essential oil, but your hemp seed or olive oil or coconut oil.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Now tell me, how many drops of the longevity are you doing? Because I know that they said in the instructions to start out with like 2 or 3 drops and try to work your way up to 10. So did you just YOLO it and do 10, or how many are you doing?
We started with about 2 or 3 and now I'm up to 5.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. And then we put other oils in capsules too. So yeah, we like our oils.
That's awesome. I know you can get, so you don't have to. I just hold mine and I fill them. Okay. But I know Terry has this really cool little tray where you can stick your little empty capsules in there and it like holds them upright so you can go through and do all your drops. And I was really surprised to discover as well that you can make more capsules up than one at a time. And if they're in their little tray or whatever, like they don't leak and they also don't melt. I always thought essential oils would melt the capsule if you didn't like put the oil in and like chug it right away. But if it's in its little tray, and I'll try to see if I can find like an Amazon link or something. An Etsy link is where I tend to find a lot of that stuff. I'll put it up in that events page, but it's kind of cool because you can make, 2 or 3 for a day, or 2 or 3 a day, for the week or whatever, and just go through and take them. So
yeah, that was a great little tip because I was the same as you. I thought that they would just dissolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally what I thought. And of course, because I don't have a tray, maybe I should test it out. Maybe I should fill one and snap it shut and lay it on its side and see if it'll leak.
Right. There you go. Before you
I don't know. I don't know if it'll leak or not, but I know that it does not leak if you put it in the tray. I know that for sure. So yeah, so that's really good to know. Well, thank you, Denise. I'm excited now. Anything that will help me get energy, I am down for 110%. So thank you all for joining me this Wednesday, and I will see you next Wednesday. So have a great day, everyone.